Hey, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. So we've looked at tools, and we've looked at how to use the tools, and we've looked at different examples of comic books. But, sometimes when you're making a book, it gets frustrating, or you get tired, or you just want to do something different. And that's fine. It's good to take breaks and just have fun. Don't forget to have fun. That's the most important thing. So, let's not work today. Let's just draw. And when I just draw for fun, I draw Batman. Let's draw Batman. Before I start sketching, let me just show you real quick the tools that I'm going to use for the pencil part of this. I have the thicker lead, the fine point lead, 2 different erasers, and I might need this non-photo blue pencil. Let's see. Usually before I start any drawing, I'll do a little tiny version of it just to kind of do a little sketch, a little homework. Usually I'll just start out by just some shapes, no detail. Just figuring out where things go first. I prefer more of a classic Batman. But luckily there's about 10,000 different Batmans that you can draw. This is a great time to make mistakes. With this pencil, you can just sort of free draw. So don't worry if you make a mistake here. That's what you got the erasers for. Most of the time you're just adding all the different lines that you might need, and then as you go, you remove some that you don't need. And I'll start out drawing lightly and then go back in a little bit darker. Right now I'm just trying to figure out where things go, but I might put them in the wrong place. Now's the time for me to do that, not when I'm inking. The other thing that's great about this pencil is that I can really start to shade now too. You don't always need to use the fine point pencil, but it does help if there's certain little areas that really need to be defined before you get to the ink. You know, sometimes you leave things a little bit too loose, and if it's too loose, then when you're inking, you're not going to really know what you intended to do. So before you forget in the middle of a drawing, it's better to put a little fine line down and clarify things if you need to. Well, I think I have enough pencil information down, so now I'm going to start inking. And I'm not going to use a brush today, I'm going to use these markers. Well, actually, this is a brush marker. This is a fine point pen, and this is the Tombow. We talked about these, I think it was on the first or second episode. Let's get to it. Usually I'll start with the fine point first to get the things that I need sharp down, and then I'll go in with the brush. So let's do it. all the hard work is when you're penciling something, but when you get to ink it, that's sometimes my favorite part. Faces are some of the hardest things to draw in ink. Maybe that's why I like drawing Batman so much when I want to just enjoy myself. He's got this mask that covers most of his face, so it makes it a little bit easier. For these longer lines, you want to really keep your hand nice and loose, loosey-goosey. You don't want to be tight when you're trying to draw this big line because you want it to sort of flow with you as you go. Let's try it. This is a difficult one because you got this little turn here. Don't be discouraged when you're drawing hands. That is definitely the hardest thing to learn and to get good at it. It really just takes a lot of practice. And even at that, I mean, I've been drawing for a very long time, and hands are still the most difficult thing for me. Let's get some nice brush pen on this. That's the other nice thing about this pen. It's filled with ink, so you can get the nice sharp lines with it, and it's also good to fill in too. And the bat symbol. That's usually the coolest parts of ink. All right, all that's left is to erase some of the pencil. Let's do that real quick. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching me draw Batman. It's such a great feeling when you finish a drawing, you know? You're just taking this like dream that you have or this idea and you turn it into something that's real. It's kind of magical. So, draw Batman or draw Spider-Man or draw a flower or draw a statue and then make a statue and then draw the statue that you made. Draw anything. Anyway, come back next time and we'll draw some more. See ya.